You might still be terrible at it.
It's usually people who grew up speaking the language that mess it up the most. But we are going to be back into the map now. We do have the scoreboard all figured out and fixed, so we can see it is in fact Imperial with the 2-round lead. But Paquetá, they are hoping to get it back sooner rather than later. This round is only a pistol buy for them, so probably not this round that they're going to be finding their first, but they are looking for some damage at least. We see not 1, but 4 players pushing down Cat right now, so if they do find a good timing, they could really catch some of these Imperial players off guard. The bomb is going to be making its way down Cat as well. Delboni should be peeking out. Finds the first. Are they going to be ready for 3 more around the corner? And there it is. The kills coming through. Only 1 for the side of Paquetá. And now David alone again in a 1 versus 4 with only a deagle.
Yeah. Super important by Delboni here to get those first 2 kills, just to slow them down enough for the rest to peek in and make sure they don't give over weapons to Paquetá, which would end up giving them a shot at the retake. Showtime here. Also not gonna get taken on by David, who had it rough this round because he was being the victim of the Dust2 double doors cross, as he got tagged by the squad early into the round and quickly was down to 55 HP. But with that, yeah. Imperial up 3-0, and let's see how far they can take this. Strong start. Paquetá now, of course, with their chance to answer. We finally are on a full buy. We see an AWP. We actually see the AWP. Yeah, we see it actually quite commonly here that like 1 player might have an AWP in some positions. So let's see what David can do with it.
Yeah, it's a gun that's gotten a lot of popularity, but the long take is on for the side of Imperial. They do win the initial ones as well as taking down the Opera of Nithon. This is already a complete disaster for the side of Paquetá. They are going to continue to fight for this as David is going to get boosted up towards the site, but there goes his head. That is a 3rd in the round for CK Zhao, and he will actually not find the last. He will find his teammate's head and then burn in the molly. But luckily the kill does come through in the end. Imperial now 4 rounds in the lead for them. They are looking really, really solid at the start of this Dust2.
Yeah, kind of a weird ending, but Imperial, they're looking good. Quick rush into A-Long, overwhelming the players of Paquetá, and they also kind of look disjointed, also doing, doing a lot more mistakes, not showing the discipline they had on Vertigo, and this is kind of how the match was going, which actually gives me hope for Imperial to get the upset going here and actually make this a 2-1 in their favor. Of course, we are very early into this game, and it could indeed turn really, really quickly. But of course, if we just look over there, like from Vertigo to Nuke to now Dust2, Paquetá started doing more and more and more mistakes, especially also towards the end of Nuke. So let's see if that's gonna be the name of the game, because yeah, they gotta find their footing back into it. This was just completely falling apart. You buy those deagles, obviously they will have enough money to buy up next round. It's not like they made a big investment into this round, but you kind of hope for more here. Maybe ITK could find a second here. Was very close to it, but Delboni is gonna survive on just 10 HP, but that's of course enough, and it's a 5-0 for Imperial, and now we are gonna see a double up setup on the side of Paquetá.
Yeah, this is the round that they need to win to make this a possible, first half for them in a possible map. If they lose this, economy's gone again. That's 6, that's 7. Imperial are pretty much on a roll. They, have so much confidence and so much of an economic and round lead that there's just no way to break their economy anymore. They're buying into every single round. You're always on the back foot. Paquetá, they are definitely feeling the pressure right now, feeling a little bit of stress, and the question is, can they get that stress off of their shoulders with a round win here, or is it going to get the best of them? They do have a decent amount of map control now. They have fought mid a little bit. Now we do see the smokes coming through. It looks like they're going to be a mid to B smoke setup, but they're not quite going on it just yet. And IDK does have at least a little bit of vision over the smokes.
really gotta find the round win here on the side of Paquetá, because yeah, they're gonna be really stressed. 6-0 double up setup not working out. What is gonna work out for them? Because if you lose this map, you are out of this qualifier. 5-0 starts so good on the side of Imperial, but now they're taking a bit of time. 50 seconds, and they're still figuring out where those players might be. Are still scared. You can see it on the minimap as well. Having players in tunnels, having players checking the back of long, and Destiny with a good timing. If you just also look at the minimap quickly before this hit is coming through, because all the players are stacking up over short. He might just push out of long, but he doesn't. He actually falls back, and now the push is coming through. Nithon, what can he do on the AWP? Actually, so far unchallenged, peeks in yet again. Second kill. IDK is there as well, and this time Imperial not really making this challenging for the two players holding down short. And Paquetá got the first round.
IDK's support there for Nithon was so integral to winning that round. Of course, 2 kills are just, very good for the round in general. But Nithon, finds his 2 kills, and they were planning on getting a trade there. If they could trade out the op and then get map control, they could have had a good chance into that round. But as Nithon, tries to get back around the corner, that's when IDK swings out and not only, keeps the opera alive, but also finds those 2 kills. So that was, really an integral play, a really smart and well-timed play that, even if, IDK found 0 kills there, probably would have netted them the round. So you love to see team play like that. It was a very smart play from the side of Paquetá to find their first, and now they're in a much better position going into the next. The economy of Imperial still good enough to probably buy into the next, even if they lose this, but 2 rounds away from being economically broken at least. And Nithon is going to go for the boost. He should find something, and there it is. Delboni gone. Ooh.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. And that's, of course, also just slowing down Imperial as well, and not just throwing off a lot of their utility. Nithon gets the pick towards long. Molotov is gonna finish off DKs out, so Destiny gets the trade here. Showtime now on mid, but the bomb is already dropped. They need to get it back. But look at Nithon, he already puts himself into a position, just hold down double doors. Waits for the peak. Is there a flash? There's actually one on Showtime, so they might flash him in, but then of course there would be none left for long itself. He's across. Gonna go for the random shots. He almost could have gotten a kill there, and then the round would have been over, but still looking very, very rough for the side of Imperial. Now, smoke used. IDK might just go for the spray. 30 seconds.
There it
Showtime
is.
is going to get taken down, yeah. That's it.
Yeah, there's almost nothing you can do. That's one of the most difficult positions for the bomb to be in, just outside of the doors. You're literally funneled into, just a bunch of barrels. You're going to get spammed down from pretty much everyone on the CT side if you have to get the bomb back from there. So nothing Imperial can do. That is going to be a very solid second for Paquetá. Imperial, they can kind of buy into this one. It is a question of whether or not they want to, and they do. They bring out the op and 4 rifles. One of them is a Galil, but the rest are the AKs. Everyone has head armor. Everyone has utilities. So this will be their last solid buy unless they win this round. Paquetá also starting to build up a little bit of an economy. It's not amazing. Players like Destiny are on 200, but, Nithon and Kagatex, they both have close to 5k. Kagatex a little over, Nithon a little under. So Paquetá may be still down in rounds, but they are in a very good position to start and take this map in their favor if they are able to win this next round.
Wait, Destiny spotted the player, I don't know. Oh, that was kind of weird. Okay, I think he spotted the player on the con, was just like, do I want to face that? Maybe not. Let's jump in.
Is it worth it? Probably not.
But also, just both players not even tagging each other in any way. That would kind of funny. But anyways, Imperial looking for a lot of control around mid. Wanna see how far they can actually push towards short. David will not spot out the players there with the AWP, but Nithon might be ready as well. Nithon on the AWP has been actually a nuisance around the A side as well in those last 2 rounds. Push coming through, flash this time is gonna force him off, and he needs to reposition, but there's still a player in long to make sure that he can actually hold down short and play around IDK as Imperial. Yeah, they're stacking up again. They still have a lot of flashes actually left, a lot of utility left. They're lining up the smokes right now, and coming in soon. They surely know, they must know, that Nithon is there, that Nithon is waiting, and they just want to deny the chance here. But will they be ready for this, this players peeking in. Molotov coming out. 20 seconds left. You gotta run.
Yeah, they have to get to the site. Nithon is going to drop the bomb. They have to pick it up and get it planted within the next 10 seconds. Nithon's ready for the cross, and he drops it again. It can get, it can get picked up and put down, so at least the bomb plant will come through. CK Zhao is going to force that one down, and Showtime is actually going to find 2 kills as well, but that is 2 kills for Destiny. Now it's all on to Showtime. They know exactly where he is. He has to peek through short. It is planted for him, but he has to peek into not 1 but 2 players, and that is Nithon going for the op peek. Showtime caught off guard, and that is Paquetá finding a very, very important third.
Yeah, and this time IDK actually didn't find the kill, but he just got so much attention towards him. So the setup from Nithon and IDK is just working out so well for them. But Imperial, they took their sweet time, honestly. There was 20 seconds left on the clock when they started then pushing.
Yeah, it was a little worrisome when you looked at the clock there. They're definitely getting a little bit of the like old Na'Vi problem of waiting just a tad too long to peak. Also, Kagatex winning that battle in mid. It was only against, I believe, a pistol, but still a good opener. And now the B site is about to be pounced on. David is here with an AUG, the right person and the right gun for the situation. Dodges the flash, finds the first. Can he find more? No, Horvey will hit the 1 dig, but Kagatex is there to help out and drop Showtime.
Yeah, super important here to find those kills, so to just Kagatex getting quick kill for himself to fall back, because B is so hard to retake. This would be an even amount of players, even with wait, Delboni. 1 versus 2, but okay. Didn't anticipate Destiny come through. Now it got scary for a second, but in the end, Paquetá, it's expensive for them, but they will pick up the round. But yeah, if you find those early kills, it's much easier to take down B. Else, you might also even call, even if it's not a buy round, you might call off the retake on B, because it's just super hard to do so. But they got those kills. David, of course, giving just time enough for Kagatex to find the kill, fall back, bring it to a 4 vs 2 in their favor, and then on the side of Imperial, Delboni with 2 nice kills. But like I said, wasn't ready for Destiny to also be there, because normally you would think that he's gonna go for the retake, refrag right away, but he didn't. So Paquetá getting back into this game, 4-5.
Yeah, a good start to get back into the game, but can they keep it up, as Imperial now do have another rifle buy? They did have only the save in the previous, but it got a little bit dangerous with that hold towards the B site, and now they have the full rifles. So Imperial definitely wanting to bring this back in their favor. Kagatex shoots just a second too early and is forced back off the angle, tagged down to 97 health, and gonna back away. So that is mid control for the side of Imperial, at least somewhat, but can they use that to their advantage? Showtime is going to find a kill onto the player Cat. Nithon trying to creep around the corner with that op, find some damage and some punishment onto the players on Cat and in mid, but instead is punished for it.
Imperial, of course, they can play off the time a bit, just bait out some utility. They know Paquetá now under pressure. Now smoke coming through. David just pushing in, but the flash also hitting him. Now he's gonna get taken down through the smoke. Delboni is gonna find it, but but he's all alone on the side. It actually gets the second kill on Horby, so that's big. But the B side taken, 3 vs 2. Paquetá, yeah, that's that scenario now. You got an M4, you got an AWP. B side in a disadvantage to retake. Nope, not gonna do that. Let's see if they can save those guns into the next round. They should, because Imperial, of course, losing 4 rounds in a row means they don't want to risk ending up somehow throwing away the round, so they just make sure they take it and keep the guns they have right now as well.
Yeah, they just decide to bide their time. B site is just a site of terrors for retaking. It's the worst. I don't wish it upon anyone. I don't wish it upon myself, and I don't wish it upon Paquetá to have to retake it. But Imperial, that means that they will find a very, very solid 6. Paquetá still have the economy to buy into this next. They may have maybe 1 or 2 guns that aren't ideal. As I say that, actually, we do have the double op and full rifle, so not quite true there. And Imperial, they start to get their economy back, but still, you know, one or two rounds going awry could really make the next buy difficult for them.
For sure could, for sure could. So let's see what both teams have in store for the upcoming round here. You can see Paquetá actually already having a player in lower tunnels, pushing quite far. Of course, a bit of a dangerous position, because if Imperial is pushing down mid, he's all on his own. Gets maybe some cover from short, but that's kind of it. Now he's gonna get figured out, but he takes down Horby, and actually with this, he can go towards upper tunnels uncontested, because there's no other players. So really nice aggression from them. But on the other hand, Nathan also falling as well. So Nathan and Horby down, and 4-on-4. Imperial playing this around quite slow. And maybe they also get a bit scared right now, because even though Paquetá lost the player, it still will feel like there are 5 players, because they have no clue where the Oppo went, actually, where Kagatex went. He could be anywhere, he could still be in lower tunnels, and that kind of makes him a 5th man. He kind of counts as 2, so Imperial is playing this very slow. Now 30 seconds left, it's IDK this time left with the Op. The final player can slow them down together with David. The one who's going to take down David, so it's all down to IDK here.
Yeah, David having a little bit of an uncharacteristically quiet map. He's been so solid for the side of Paquetá throughout the entire week of qualifiers, but when they need him probably the most so far, he is not giving the performance that he usually does. That is a good pick from Kagatex, though. Finds one, looking for more. It is the 3 versus 3 as 2 players look to join Kagatex from long, but it is going to be DQK to find that first. IDK dropped as well by Showtime Destiny. Now, with 2 players to find, with only a little bit of time to do it, 2 peeks come through from the side of Imperial. A nice swing, a nice bait towards that player, Cat, and it is going to be a 7 for Imperial. They are starting to really put a distance in these rounds.
Yeah, super well played from the player on short and side there to make sure you get the final kill here and you secure it. 7-4 now, and Paquetá out of money. Nothing left, and they gotta eco up. Seeing a nade from Destiny, but he's the only one with it. And actually invested quite a lot into this round. That HE wasn't really needed, and he's just gonna get taken down like this. Nathan trying to be annoying here, but he's not annoying enough. So only 1 kill coming through for Paquetá, and the surprise effect honestly was never there. Maybe now with this boost, but Imperial, they're surely gonna see that coming, and they just want to make sure, okay, secure an easy round here, not having too many casualties. Want to make sure of that, and yeah, right now it's looking like that's gonna be it, but David is a bit annoying here. Actually gets 1. That's
crazy.
Fine.
Yeah, the fact he finds 1 is probably way more than he should have found, but Imperial, they find an 8th, meaning they win the half. Definitely a nice feeling for them, but how many more rounds can they get? Dust2 is a very even map, considering how long it's been in the map pool. You have pretty much an even chance of winning if you're on the T or CT side, so Imperial, I'm sure, want to get as many rounds as they can here so that the second half, Paquetá don't, you know, all of a sudden wake up and just perform out of their mind. A good
Let's see what Paquetá now can do with I mean, they have the open Nathan again, and he has been really deadly, but Imperial they did a good job in kind of shutting him down in the recent rounds and starting to respect him enough. So, especially without armor and no nades to help himself as well, and not really a lot of nades left on Paquetá generally, I don't really actually see them winning this. I don't think Nathan can be the difference maker this round, but as I say this, he's gonna get the first kill, and ZKs are giving them a player lead. Nothing else happening since then.
That was a really weird peek from CKZ. I don't know why he went out by himself without any support from his team. They did have the smokes to at least give them positioning, but Luckily, there is a trade back in mid. So now it is the 4-4, and the B side is about to be taken. David is dropped. He only had a FAMAS. He does a decent amount of damage onto Horvey, but now it's a 3 versus 4 retake towards the B side, and that might be a save call already coming through. And as I say that, we are going to see these Paquetá players back off towards long. So Imperial are going to find a 4th round off of finding only 2 kills, 1 in mid and 1 in B. It shows you how volatile that B site can be, that once you find the one player holding it, the round is pretty much over.
Indeed, indeed. I mean, this allows them now, especially with an AK saved into the next round, to actually have a good buy into the next one now as well. Unless they get found, but the way the bomb is ticking on. To be fair, they could find a player, they could find Nathan there in pit, but it's very, very hard to actually get that shot going, especially challenging the op of Nathan. Try. He's not even peeking in. He just wants the op into the next round. He knows if he gets a kill, it doesn't really matter. But if he gets taken down, that will matter indeed. That quite a lot. So now they can keep those rifles and buy up 2 pharmacists. Make sure that they have utility as well, and actually get a chance to still get back into this game, because I'm sure that's playing in their heads right now. This is basically, I mean, this final map is basically like a best of 1. It is. You can't afford those kind of mistakes anymore, and Imperial here, I mean, they're riding the momentum off Nuke as well. Generally just looking super strong and might just upset us. Look at that, that's beautiful. And suddenly out of nowhere, Imperial completely getting shut down. Bye bye.
How did that happen? Because there's a player through A long. I think they walked past each other in the study. Now Showtime is going to get taken down as well. That was insane positioning from Destiny.
Yeah. Crazy. They were just like, okay, let's play Dust2 like we are T's on the CT side.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it works. It's definitely going to catch him off guard, and it gave Paquetá almost a completely clean round. Delboni is still alive, so he could go for something, but no, Nithon will close it out. So 5 alive for Paquetá, heading into what is the final round of the first half. That was a beautifully played round, just the perfect way to catch these Imperial players off guard. And now, Paquetá, they want to make this the 6-9. They don't want that 10-5 half. It is, only 2 rounds of difference, 1 round each way, but those rounds can really be the decider when it comes to maps like this.
Yeah, and it would be a crazy way from how this swings, Paquetá completely dominating, and Imperial taking over, and then suddenly Paquetá coming back. Absolutely a chance for this to happen, especially if they pick up this round and follow up with the pistol, but Kagatek's already tagged down to 29 HP. Dust2. Yeah, that's just that. You get tagged through the door. Unfortunate. Better luck next time.
Good luck. Hope you had fun.
Look at this. They're doing something interesting. They're just crashing into B like this. It's all that David flashed out. Funny can peek in, but you got it. He doesn't.
Yeah.
Kagatek's forced off, and this is the final round of the half. So yes, he is hard to retake, but you can't save it. You gotta try it.
Yeah, this is definitely a retake that you need to go for. You have no choice otherwise, because if you don't, then hey, you're just throwing around. But the fact that no damage was done on the take either is what really puts the nail in the coffin for the side of Paquetá. They have no players that they could chuck nades at to find a kill on, and ZQK is just locking down tunnels right now. Now it's Kagatex and Nithon all alone. Kagatex is good for 1, but Nithon gets tagged down to 19 health. They have a little over 30 health combined, and now we're going to make that only 19 health as Nithon is alone, and he gets swung by a window. So it is the 10-5 at the half. Imperial rocking the 10 rounds to Paquetá's 5, as we will be heading into the second half after this short break.
Welcome back to the final regular half of this best of 3 in the IEM Fall 2021 South America closed qualifier in the lower round 1, which of course also means whoever loses this game is out. My name is Burn Sanctuary, and I am of course still joined by Cullen, and we are looking at this pistol round with a potential, what we would see as an upset for sure, looking at like recent performances as well. Paquetá about to lose against Imperial. With this pistol round win is going to be so important. At Showtime already showing up in the first kill here. The players stacking up on short, but bomb plant.
Oh, those are good starts. Oh, quick trades though. Imperial do find 2 back. I was a little worried. I thought, Paquetá, we're going to take this in a very strong fashion, but now it's Kagatex all alone, and he can't finish it off. He's only good for 1, and it will be ZQK and Delboni to clean it up. So Imperial find the pistol and are looking to only extend their round lead now as they find an 11th, and Paquetá are still stuck at 5.
Oof. And this is in their minds for sure. You know how rough this is in those kind of scenarios. Last game, deciding who is gonna get knocked out and lose all their chances of proceeding, and yeah, it's just looking like that. Paquetá 5-11. What can they do here? They're actually gonna decide with the bomb plant that they get desperate, that they're gonna go for Kevlar, and Galil's also an AK on Destiny, who with that doesn't have head armor. Maybe they can catch Imperial off guard, but they probably also know what position they put Paquetá in. But Destiny here, now he finds the first kill. Can they respond? Harvey there in the corner, just waiting, playing anti-flash as well. Coming in, Kagatex down to 19 HP, finally a kill coming through for Delboni. That's the bomb dropped as well. Showtime, they're all doing some massive work. Harvey with the nade might just finish off Kagatex as well, and he does. It's all down to Destiny and David in lower tunnels. Just
That was...
down enough to bomb, yeah, under...
Oh yeah, the bomb
controlling mode, but yeah, that was well played.
That was so funny to see Horvey just around the corner, like, I'm ready for when they swing out. I'm ready. Just send them towards me and I'll get those kills. And then his teammates just kept getting the kills through the doors. So, you know, he had such a strong position, but it wasn't even needed because his teammates were just good for those kills. That's always funny to see. But Delboni, he's going to have to find these last 2. Does find a decent amount of damage, and this should be a quick cleanup. He goes for the spray. Sometimes you just got to tap it out, and that costs him his life. That's an AUG down, and Destiny should be able to get a bomb plant. Actually, no, I think the rush will get in before then. Destiny did not want to let that bomb get into the hands of the CTs, but no, the CTs will not allow the bomb plant. They want to make sure that economy is completely broken, and that is a very smart play because Paquetá will have nothing going into this round.
Yeah, could have actually planted towards short, and it's a bit harder to take him down there. Could still get sprayed through, but yeah, weird that he didn't go for that, but I guess he panicked a bit. But great hold there on mid to shut down this the spy from Paquetá, and now are going for an eco. Although Destiny yet again buying a bit more. He has P250 and Kevlar pushing in. Seeing if he can find some picks, but Flash is going to give away where he is. Smoked off the Molotov as well. Of course, bought a lot of utility to actually put himself into this position. But they know he's there. Interestingly enough, though, there are a lot of players around long. And if Paquetá now pushes in fast enough, they might catch those players off guard, but taking a bit of time, so TQK can reposition and is now holding the angle from ramp, trying to deny the plant as well. Yeah, bomb dropped, actually worst position possible. And David now at least finding 1 kill back, but that's a little too late. And that bomb drop was actually super awkward, because you can't reach it anymore with the player there just playing from ramp.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. If it dropped more towards, you know, Cat, towards short, they could have definitely just forced it down to try and get money, but at least it gets, you know, like a kill, 2 kills towards their name, and, you know, at least map control on a pistol round. Of course, what they were going for was the bomb plant, but it just wasn't in the cards. And Paquetá, they are going to full buy into this one. They are lacking a tiny bit of utility, but not too much. They should be able to get a full execute onto any of these sites that they want. ZQK getting really aggressive in mid, though, hunting for one of these peaks. No one is going to give him the peak, at least not yet. There are 2 players top mid. Gatex and Nithon, but they are just holding the angle from a little farther back. And now Destiny is trying to find these players, and he's going to find the boost. A great bit of game knowledge. I mean, just great thinking coming through from Destiny there to find that kill. And now ZQK and his op are out of the round. I do think it was retrieved by CK Zhao, but that is a great way to open up the round for Paquetá.
Yeah, for sure. I just feel like all those boosts we are seeing right now, they're always backfiring. It's so funny. It's like, okay, that's a very smart... Oh, that. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that looks great. Oh. Oh, man.
Yeah. I mean, this is for sure a good opener for Paquetá, because this was definitely the last chance now, finally having this AGs having the buy on the T side and finding those 2 kills. Now no one being on long should give them the round. I like what Imperial did here though. Yes, okay, it was a gamble, but they were down to 3. They knew, okay, if we just try to play one middle, one A, one B, that's not gonna work out. Let's stack more towards the B side and hope we can hold that off. And even then, you know, if they have to save, now they can save on B side, which indeed, I'm always saying, okay, B side is hard to retake. Even as a T hunting down those CT players, that's gonna be hard to take over. So that's what Imperial is hoping for, that Paquetá now runs in, then they can take away a lot of money, or at best even just stick to their guns. Because although in a rough spot, IDK finds the first kill on Hobby as well here, and now just finding Showtime as well. It's all time to CK Zhao. 1 versus 5. That is...
They're hunting him so much. Can they... Is he going to? No, okay.
No.
That got a little bit insane there at the end. The fact he dies after time is actually quite bad for their economy. They could have maybe bought into this, you know, bought down Deagles, but that is going to break his economy, meaning that when he does buy into this round, it takes him down to 0 just to get Kevlar, a Deagle, and a Flash. The rest of his team have a bit of a better buy. They all have head armor except for Showtime. We see 2 rifles, the Scout, and the Deagle on Horvey, as well as a lot of utility on Horvey, so that was a very unfortunate death after time. You know, you have to hope to save, but it doesn't work. That is a good opener from Delboni, but as it happens, it is traded out. Showtime falls, and now Kagatex is trying to punish the player pushing down Cat. David is going to find ZQK in lower tunnels as well, and quickly this is turned into a 2 versus 4 with only scraps for the side of Imperial. Horvey does find Nithon, who was low, but it's all onto Delboni, and the round is already over. So Paquetá finally putting together some rounds on this second half, but can they keep it up?
Yeah, Paquetá, I mean, they put themselves into a position where they can actually, you know, get the momentum back. 8-13 should be the score after this round, and let's see what they actually buy into it. Because on the CT, I always like if teams are just like disciplined enough to not even buy a P250 when they know the next round if they buy this P250, they're gonna miss an 8. So I like to see that there was only an investment of a Deagle, and that's kind of it. The rest just sticking to the USPs. Yes, okay, that might be an easy round for Paquetá, but still, you will make sure to keep it, you know, keep it close in the next round. Although they already found 1 kill, and looking at the HP bars of some of the players, it's actually looking like they could take a second. Showtime was close to do so, to take down David. But in the end, just 1 kill coming through, and Paquetá looking confident in this one. And now Imperial, of course, with the discipline there as well, to not buy a lot into this round. Yeah, they have the nades now, they have the weapons they need. Well, maybe not an AWP, of course, would be beautiful for them as well, but they can't afford that. And let's see if they finally can answer back.
Yeah, this is like, I mean, I keep saying this, we keep saying this, that, you know, this is the round that they need to get if they want to stop Paquetá from really getting a string of rounds. I did actually like their single Deagle buy in the previous round because it did net them a kill. You know, they tagged down 1 player and then a USP was able to finish it off. So it's nice that the 1 investment they had in the previous round did actually give them probably exactly what they were looking for, was just, you know, 1 kill, hurt the economy a little bit, and then move on. But now we do see 3 players on Cat, meaning if Kagatex decides to swing this angle, he's going to meet a lot of crosshairs. And the flashes actually only blind the CTs, not the Ts, and that is, or excuse me, only the Ts, not the CTs, and that is a disaster for the side of Paquetá. David does find one towards B, but the bomb has to make it towards mid, and they are going to swing out. ZQK finds that kill, and David, he has to swing into the jaws of the beast to get this bomb. Oh, he actually does retrieve it, though, and now he's able to plant it, but he has to be careful of the players pushing through mid.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, in this position, you can... I mean, you can't even go for the plant. He has 6 HP. There's nothing you can do. He can, like, look for a pick. 30 seconds left. Gives him some time to do so. Oh! Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. I mean, yeah, if you transition quickly, there should still be a refrag coming through, but at least you dealt a good amount of damage. But yeah, no plant coming through, so the money is not in, like, well, it's still in a great spot, of course, because they won a few rounds in a row. But it could be a lot better as well, thanks to that. But they will have no problem actually buying up AK. So yeah, Paquetá still in a position where they can actually, you know, put Imperial into a rough spot where their money isn't that great, and it indeed isn't. They went for the double up setup as well, but it could have been even worse if you find those kills. IDK with a quick drop down towards the pit. A lot of smokes used to make sure. They could even just leave him there as a lurker as he spots out a player just going for some shots, but all of those players trying to take control around long while they leave one more player lurking in tunnels to see if he can find a pick. Of course, could also give some map control around middle. Paquetá needs to care, because I actually see CQK, he's in a really good spot here.
Yeah, the molly isn't used to clear him out. Instead, it's used to force anyone in the corner of the car. Normally, the molly, or sometimes the molly is thrown a little bit farther to force an op off of this angle, but instead they are going to just try to spam him through the car. No connection, and he does see them, but no, Nithon will finally find him. ZQK being punished for sticking around maybe a little bit longer than they should have, and now the take is on from A long. They are gonna have the smokes for the cross. It looks like there might be a gap in the middle, and it is going to be exploited. Horvey is able to catch those players as their feet peek out from their feet. That's not the plural. Their feet peek out from the smoke, and Showtime actually is going to find one on the smoke as well. Right as it fades, Delboni going to take down Kagatex, and now is into the 2 versus 2. IDK has made it to the site, but he has to wait for Nithon to bring the bomb and plant it. IDK finds the first onto CK Zhao towards Cat, and Delboni looks like he just wants to fall back and hold on to this rifle. Or maybe he's going towards CT. Yeah, I think that's more likely what's happening. A 1v2 is still very possible, especially with the flash in his hands, so no reason to not go for this.
Yeah, indeed. If he finds a quick kill, he can go for it. If not, he can try to save him. Oh no! Oh. A shot! He gets it! Okay, IDK down. 1 versus 1. Nithon unspotted. Not sure where he is, but now he heard him and he's gonna get the shot. What a clutch by Delboni.
Does he have time?
Imperial gonna bring it up to match point.
That is crazy that Delboni wins that, especially to bring them to map point, but that was also kind of a huge... a little bit of a misplay.
It was a misplay. It was.
Yeah, I get what they're doing. They have one player holding long and one player repositioning to hold CT because they know he was long, and if he repositions, he has to go Cat or CT. So if you put a player on Cat looking towards CT, you get all that information. But the second that fight started and took like 10 seconds for the kill to come through, that should have given Nithon a hint that he should reposition into a more difficult angle to punish, or even better, help your teammate who's in the fight, fall back towards Cat, and then you have a little bit better of an angle to punish the players they push up towards ramp. But it's hard to make those decisions in the moment, and that is going to give Imperial that round. So Paquetá now on a knife's edge from being eliminated out of this entire qualifier by a complete underdog. Imperial just really, really impressing with their performance on Dust2 right now.
Yeah, super impressive, and it also felt like Paquetá, they really lost their focus, doing a lot more mistakes. They looked super strong in Vertigo, super clean team play, all of that going their way, and then, I don't know, just really dropping the ball, especially since the second half of Nuke, and now Imperial just holding them off the bomb side. Paquetá at least now finding frags, or should be able to get the bomb plant down soon, but Harvey might just deny that as well. Lots of chaos breaking out. They finally get the plant down. Horby being a nuisance. Horby is still alive. IDK finally take down Showtime. The plant now going down as well. CK's out. That's scary. So close by, but they figure him out. The bombers are connecting with Horby at the same time, and they stay in the game.
That was crazy. It got really, really close to Imperial taking the entire best of 3 there, but
Yeah.
because they are able to close it down off of a really, really solid cat take towards the A site. That their just utility and team play there was pretty textbook solid for taking that control, but Imperial, they are actually going to buy down the Deagles into this round. They are hungry to close this out, and that's a decent amount of damage onto Nithon, tagging him down to 33. And they are going to push, take down Destiny as well. These pistols are working in their favor as they have found the opener, and now they are looking for more. The Opper of Paquetá is also on low health, so one stray Deagle shot onto Nithon could end his life. Horby going to spam through the smoke and then back off as these players are going to go ahead and cross. David will find Horby trying to back off into CT. The gap in the smoke works in favor of the T's, surprisingly, as they go to get the bomb down.
Yeah, Imperial just hopefully, being very hopeful, trying to spam through the smoke and getting some kills, and actually finds one. Okay, Gartex playing it from the ramp with David here. Also, actually, it's him finding 2 kills, and they play it off so beautiful off each other. Only Showtime left alive, who found this first kill from short, but he will not find another one here. And Paquetá gets hit another round. Started off good for Imperial, and it felt like a bit of those rounds where the pressure just gets too much at this point, and they win it out of like such a weak buy, but in the end it didn't happen. Paquetá keep their cool at least for now, and that also means Imperial now they are down to just USPs yet again, just being disciplined. Nothing bought into this round. Tag not happening through the double doors. I actually saw that one being, a headshot to the double doors. It almost looked like it. I think the player barely dodged that out.
Yeah, sometimes it's just by a hair that you're able to stay alive. But Paquetá, they are looking to keep themselves alive in this best of 3. This should be an easy round for them. They're only up against pistols, but now he's actually finding a decent amount of damage onto David, who is, finally nice and awake on this map. Was a little quiet earlier, but now up to 18 kills. Definitely closer to the David we know and love, as Paquetá are going to clean up this round as well, leaving Delboni all alone, pistol in hand, and 4 players alive on the T side. There is really nothing to do here for him, as this bomb should go down, or they should find this last player.
Yes, indeed. Delboni here on mid, now found. And you gotta play it. Definitely. Not like this, honestly. Not like this.
I mean, yeah, it's pistols.
If he gets the kill, I mean, he most likely will not be able to save the weapon, but they're giving him the chance. Nithon a bit overconfident in that. I can tell you they wouldn't have done that on Vertigo, so.
Yeah, that would have gone a little bit differently, maybe on a different map, but Paquetá just making sure that they hurt the economy as much as possible, because they need Imperial's economy to be, pretty much broken in every other round if they want a chance to bring this to overtime. There are only 4 rounds away, so it is very much possible, but it all comes down to how Imperial play this, and that's a good start. Destiny going to catch CK Zhao looking the wrong way, playing anti-flash, but sadly anti-flash means that it's very easy to shoot you in the back of the head, so that is 1 player advantage for Paquetá Gaming going into this 27th round, as they also take control of Long, the bomb, and 2 other players creeping out there.
Yeah, and look at the utility of Imperial. There's now only 1 smoke left, so if they decide to push over Long with their own smokes, and on Paquetá they still have 3, they can just line them up as well. Imperial has no chance to actually hold them off the bomb side, and at this point, honestly, with 4 players alive, if you keep them all alive, and they head to the A side and take it over, and you have no utility, just save. So that might as well happen if they hit Long right now, as they might do very soon. But Bonnie actually finding the kill here in middle, it's gonna give them the information. Okay, that's definitely an A hit. Might also, make them think, okay, we could actually hold them off the A side. And to be fair, now there's a chance. Imperial slowing them down. And actually, it's Paquetá, to be fair. They're playing super slow. All around ramp. Finally, kills coming through, and they're all going the way of Paquetá. Maybe Hobby can do get a miracle going here, but nope. Paquetá 12 to 15. 3 more rounds to go. Could happen.
Yeah, it's possible. That round was funny. The the A hold and A take both just kind of looked like A takes. It was like one team was taking it from long, the other team was taking it from Cat, whose take was better. In the end, it was Paquetá's. They come out on top, and they are up against, once again, a very broken economy for Imperial. So they should be finding 13. And then at that point, Imperial will need to buy in, and that'll be the last rifle round of regulation, most likely. So it's all really going to come down to the next round. If they lose the next round, then it should be overtime. If Imperial lose the next round, I mean, it should be overtime. But that is yet to be seen. This round is what we're going to see first. And Eagles, they can be dangerous.
Yeah, especially with players here coming out of long, but their smokes used. Paquetá playing that really well, using the utility. Smart enough to shut them down. The Bonnie now trying to work his wonders. It's not gonna happen. Gigatex gets the final kill, 13-15. Yeah, let's see what Imperial is gonna buy up here. Maybe they're gonna get a bit creative here. We see an AUG already, and yeah, that's what I mean. AUG, 2 Enforce, and a double AWP setup. Let's see if that is the key to actually push them over the finishing line to get the 16-13 here in the best of 3. Get the upset going. At the same time, look at David, look at the spy. He has the auto sniper. They actually have 2.
Oh no, they find a kill with it too. Yeah, when you have so many rounds just going in your favor in the second half, especially at the end of the second half, your economy just becomes unfair, and you can do stuff like that. Imperial already 1 player down and a tag onto Horvey going into this round. If they lose this, it's pretty much overtime, as they're only going to have maybe Deagles into the next. So Showtime, he has to really lock down A long. That is a very overzealous peak coming through from IDK. The flash is late, meaning Showtime hits that basically for free. And now we're into the 4 versus 4. ZQK is in a good position to catch some of these players if they decide to head up towards Cap. But it looks like they are going towards B instead. CK Zhao is going to be here along with Horvey, who is sitting in that smoke. They are going to be tested, and they have to hit their shots quick. Horvey finds one, doesn't quite find the second, but good damage as ZQK finds Nithon as well. And there it is. Imperial close it out. A nice B hold. It looked like it was going to be absolute, danger and destruction for them there at the start of the round, but no.